How panicked would you be if you had your money in the bank and suddenly you can't get access to it because the bank decided to block your account? That was exactly what I went through, and this went on for weeks. Strange things are happening in the banking system, and I wanted to share this with you. So in this video, I'm going to share why it happened, what it took to fix it, and how you can avoid ending up in a situation where you find yourself having no access to your money. My account got blocked, and when I did some online research, I was shocked to find many people sharing similar stories about their bank accounts being randomly shut down, leaving them without access to their money. It's crazy, and it seems to be happening all around the world. So today, we need to talk about this and to figure out some smart moves to keep our money protected. I've been with Wise Bank for the past 2.5 years, and I've really enjoyed working with them. Their website user experience is great. Their customer support has always been friendly and competent at what they do. And as time passed, I gradually drifted towards using my Wise account as my main bank account. This worked very well for me because I receive income in a few different currencies, and right now, since I live in Portugal, I convert most of my money into euro. And with Wise, foreign currency transfers are super easy and the conversion fees are lower compared to other banks. That all changed on October 16th, when suddenly Wise decided to block my account without giving any explanation. Why did it happen? I didn't know it at the time because they didn't explain why they blocked my account, but it turns out that notifying them about my change of address after moving to Europe triggered some kind of regulation checkup, and that's why they put a block on my account. In practice, this meant I couldn't receive any income and I couldn't send out any payments or transfers. At that point, my Wise debit card continued to work, but it didn't last for long. I was asked by their customer support to upload some documents, which I did, and then I got an email saying they needed to review my income sources, and it would take their team between 4 and 10 working days. I was still pretty calm and trusting at that point because I was sure that it would be sorted out very quickly. I've been a loyal customer with Wise for more than 2 years, and I had a decent amount of money in my account and a steady income. And I submitted all the documents that they've asked for, which were the same documents I gave them when I opened the account. They'd already reviewed and approved these documents at the time, so I thought there wouldn't be any problem. After my Wise account has been blocked, or frozen as Wise calls it, for 10 days, I started sending countless emails to their customer support, reaching out to them on email, trying to make them understand my situation. There's no option to call their customer support. I did get a call back from the support team once, but they gave me the same answer as in their emails. We need to review your income sources. We're sorry it's taking so long. We understand your situation and we'll try to speed it up. But nothing really happened between October 16th and October 26th. My account was still blocked. It could have been a great plot for a comedy, but I was caught in an impossible situation. I just moved to a new country. I needed to pay my rent and I couldn't ask for a delay because the landlord didn't know me yet. On top of that, I gave my Wise account details to all the utility suppliers, water, electricity, internet, my new cell phone carriers, so all my bills were supposed to come off from my Wise account, which was blocked. I was also very lucky to find a great deal on a car, and I had to pay for it or else I would lose the deal. I needed to pay for all these things and I had no access to the money in my Wise account. And then on October 26th, I got an email from Wise saying, "We've decided to keep your account closed." I didn't get any explanation as to why they decided to terminate my account. They just told me in an email that they'd transfer my funds from Wise to any other bank account that I have, but it would take up to 40 days. So just like that, they decided to make my money disappear for 40 days. Poof! At that point, I was furious. I was ready to explode. They blocked my access to their app and to their website, so I couldn't even check if my money was still there or what they've done with it. I tried calling their head office in London, but they wouldn't put me through. It just felt very unfair. From being a loyal customer, never causing any problems and providing all the required documents and proof of my income sources, I was suddenly being treated like a criminal. How did I get it fixed? I'd love to say that things got sorted out through the usual customer support channels, but that just wasn't the case. At that point, I decided it's time to escalate it to the next level. I went on LinkedIn, I found the contact of their head of compliance. I paid LinkedIn to be able to send him a message, and I reached out to him with a simple note describing what I'm going through. Within less than 24 hours, I got an email from Wise saying they've made a mistake and they're reopening my account. They invited me to join a Zoom call with two big shots from the company who sincerely apologized. So now I have access to my account and everything is back to normal. I give Wise a thumbs up for being very responsive when I reached out to a senior executive. It shows that the company truly wants to make things better, but I can't help but wonder, what if I hadn't reached out to their head of compliance? Would I still be begging to have access to my money? Do I trust Wise now? There's a part of me that still loves Wise. The user experience on their website is very good, and I'd still recommend it for anyone who needs to do a lot of foreign currency transfers. It's just that freezing any bank account for more than 24 hours makes me feel very uncomfortable to keep a large amount in it. Maybe that will get better in the future, but for now, I've moved most of my funds to a traditional bank where I can walk in and talk to people who know me. This unpleasant experience made me do a little research online, and wow, I was shocked by the number of people currently going through the same thing. I've come across so many people sharing that their bank accounts are being closed, and for absolutely no reason. Most people eventually do get their money back, but the banks make them jump through hoops, and it takes a while to get it back, and in the meantime, the bills keep piling up and you still have to pay them. I was also surprised to find out that regular traditional banks are now closing a lot of their branches. It makes me think that in the future, visiting your local bank might not be a very accessible option for us. So there's no better time than right now to discuss this and see what we can learn from situations where you're suddenly cut off from your own money. And I'm going to be sharing some of the things that you can do to protect yourself. First, and most important, don't put all your money in one bank. It's really important to bank with multiple banks, not just having several accounts in one bank. We need to diversify and spread in case something happens to the bank. When we put our money in the bank, we basically lose some control over it, even if your account isn't blocked. Just wanting to transfer out a large amount of money, like for buying an investment property or transferring it to another bank, for the most part, banks will make you wait, either by asking lots of questions about the reasons for your transfer, asking for more documents, or they just don't have access to large amounts, so they make you wait. So having more than just one account is actually what saved me. From that other account, I paid my rent, otherwise I would have been in big trouble. And I transferred money to the car dealer. But before I talk about another thing that is really important to do to reduce your risk in case the bank closes your account, if you're getting value from this video so far and these tips are helping you not freak out in case your bank account is being blocked, please do me a quick favor, just click on the like button below. It helps with the algorithm and the ranking, and why not subscribe to the channel and follow if you haven't already done so. You need to have some cash available, a certain amount of cash stored somewhere safe. Make sure you have enough in case of any unexpected event, bank collapses or account blocks. In the last year, there were 3 bank collapses in the United States, and let's face it, anything is possible with the way things are going in the world right now. I'm not saying the worst will happen, but because of the instability, it's better to be safe than sorry. By the way, if we're talking about bank failures. Just so you know, if your bank goes bankrupt, the FDIC steps in and pays you up to $250,000 for the account you have with that bank. The FDIC is the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, a government agency that was created to protect your money in the US. In Europe, you're only insured up to €100,000 per account by the DGS, which is the Deposit Guarantee Scheme. Another thing is that for the most part, banking systems are digital nowadays. So if something goes wrong with the bank, if a hacker or a virus gets into the system, the bank might shut down for a while, close down the ATMs, and you won't be able to access your money. So if something does happen to a bank where you have most of your money, it's good to have some cash available to get by while they sort things out. We just have to make sure we stay prepared because, like I said, absolutely no one is safe from having their bank account blocked. So it's good to be ready. The thing is, everything I just told you is kind of useless unless you make sure you're diversifying your income sources. Even if you put your money in 10 different banks, you're still putting your money in other people's hands because somebody else is pretty much in control of it. So to learn how to truly diversify your income sources, go watch my other video, The 7 Money Habits That Helped Me Retire Early. And I will see you again very soon. Take care.